One of the hard parts of being a public policymaker is dealing with awful tragedy stories that we've heard, and there's been a few in New Jersey recently, and I certainly deeply respect my colleagues who are trying to make sure those tragedies don't happen again. But as we all know, the road to hell is paved with unintended consequences. And the unintended consequences of this bill for local parks and rec organizations are incredibly real. Extrapolated through our 565 towns in New Jersey, we are mandating that those little leagues and parks and rec departments come up with $33,000 by September 15th of this year. Now, I don't know how many moms and dads in this organization have sat in those hot shacks, like I do now, making hot dogs for $1.25 so you can hope to bring down those Little League fees, which I think a lot of people are surprised at how high they are. I pulled Freehold Townships before I spoke today. It's $95 to $140 a child to put your child in Little League now. And caring moms and dads are the volunteer coaches who, by the way, being married to a coach, they spend a week in training at night after they go to work, after they parent. They have to go to all of the training. They get fingerprinted by the state police. Now we're going to require them to learn CPR and operate a defibrillator, which would be great if there was any way to fund the $19 million. Often at our Little League, we can't have games because we don't have drainage on the fields. We can't afford drainage on the fields. So we wait for a dry day. If we could afford drainage on the fields, they'd absolutely be at every game. But unfortunately, we don't have that money. So the legislature telling us that we need to come up with $33 grand by September 15th of this year is quite frankly unworkable and showing the disconnect between what goes on in this state house and what actually goes on in the real world of moms and dads and kids in this state that are just trying to live their lives. And as I said, I know it's coming from a good place, but it's not a workable plan. And the reality is, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Heart Association, and the New Jersey Department of Education, sudden cardiac death in youth athletes is very rare. It's about 100 cases in the United States per annum. And those words don't make it any easier for those parents who've lost those children. But what you will do with this bill is crush Little League and soccer programs throughout the state. The mandate that an AED be available at each event and every practice, at every field, is completely unworkable for your recreation programs. If you haven't heard from them yet, it's only because they don't know about this bill yet. And where you think they're finding the $33 grand by September 15th is a mystery to me. You can't sell that many Charleston shoes and make that money. So I would respectfully submit we reconsider this bill. I understand it's with the best of intentions that it was written, but it's completely unworkable for the citizens of New Jersey.